Howdy everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is me, Brick Travy, and today we're going to be taking a look at set number 75362, Ahsoka's T-6 shuttle. So I was super excited when this set was leaked, and I finally have it in hand, got it all built and put together. So let's take a look at these minifigures and go from there. So first up here we have Hugh Yang. He is a Jedi droid. He first appeared in the Clone Wars, I believe, when Ahsoka was teaching younglings. This is a very, very accurate minifigure. He doesn't have like leg printing on the back or anything of that nature, but he does show his little apron very well and some little feet printing. So that's very good. No arm printing or anything. But you take a look at his back. They did give him a backpack that kind of represents his arms that he uses to construct lightsabers. And this is a new mold for the helmet. So that is always really cool to see. I really enjoyed seeing this minifigure. It's cool to get these one-off characters every now and again. So very, very pleased with this minifigure. So next up, we have Marook. He is another one of the Inquisitors on this lineup. I think this is actually a really cool figure. Originally, when this character was like leaked, I originally thought that he was the 8th brother with the way his helmet was. But turns out he is his own character. And there are some rumors about him that maybe he was dead and they Night Sister magic brought him back to life. But as you can see, you know, there is no face because in the show you do not get to see his face. And he does have like a chest print. Let me take his lightsaber off here. He does have a chest print that is very good. And then he also has a back print, even though he has those shoulder pads. So this is a very detailed figure. It's always cool to get figures like this. Like I said, I really, really enjoy getting figures that are kind of one-off. And we probably won't ever see this character again. But they did make use of that shoulder plates again that they used for the Grand Inquisitor earlier last year. So very cool. Very good figure, and like already off the bat, this set has probably 10 out of 10 figures. So next up on the list here, we do have Sabine Ren. So I'm going to get some flack for this figure. She does come with Ezra Bridger's lightsaber, as well as her dual Mandalorian blasters. And these are the newer model of blasters, which are just absolutely great. I'm really enjoyed that they have updated these from the previous models. But we'll go ahead and get her lightsaber off so you can get a better look at her print here. So as you can see, she does have the print from the show and the last season of Rebels. She does have a back print, which is also very shiny, which is always super nice because it does reflect Mandalorian Beskar armor. She has her purple hair, which is accurate to her character in the show. Let's go ahead and remove that. And put on her Mandalorian helmet. Helmet looks absolutely great. It is the newer style of helmet. I do have the older model of her, and it's spot on as well. If we're going to be honest, this is probably my least favorite figure in this set. Sabine very clearly has armor on her arms, and she did not get arm printing. She didn't get arm printing for her shoulder plates or her gauntlets or anything of that nature. This could have been a really great figure. I feel like they just shorted her because she was a very pivotal character in the show. So not very pleased, if I'm being honest. And I do believe the helmet is the better way to display this figure. The hair is just, there's something about the hair. It just doesn't look quite right to me. Not sure what it is, but I'm a fan of the helmet. So if you disagree, go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell me why you disagree. So last but certainly not least, we have Ahsoka Tano. And this is the very first time that we get the lightsabers with this clear. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time we get in that clear look. And I really, really like this. I know a lot of people have something to say about that they weren't white, but I do like the way they look. We'll get those lightsabers out of there so you can get a better look at her print. So this Ahsoka, of course, comes with that arm printing, which looks phenomenal. It does represent it very well. You see that she does have her back print. Now that is a little bit discouraging. As you can see there, the printing does not quite match up with the color of her skin tone, but that's kind of common across all Lego minifigures, not just her. Her headpiece is stunning. It does represent well as to how she is represented in the show. Honestly, this is up there for me. This is really up there for the Ahsoka minifigures. I want to say it's probably 2 or 3. I still believe that the Rebels Ahsoka from the Rebel flagship or gunship or however you want to say it is probably the best Ahsoka they've ever done. But this one still is great nonetheless. And, of course, I really enjoy these white lightsabers or clear lightsabers. So now that we got our minifigures taken care of, we can take a look at the main build. So, that was really fun on the last video I did, and I really enjoyed doing it again. So here, of course, we have the T-6 shuttle. First off, I want to start by saying that this is a very detailed set for a play set, of course, but it is just small. It's very small. There is no cabin room. There's nowhere to put minifigures in the central cabin here, which is very unfortunate because in the show, the inside of the actual T-6 shuttle does take a very pivotal part in the show multiple times. It has plot lines. So I understand with the price point and why they did it the way they did, because this is a play set, but overall, I think it's a little small. Also, I'm not really a fan of the stud shooters right in their front. They're placed well, but I'm not a stud shooter person. I've said that multiple times over different videos, but at least these kind of integrate in the build kind of okay. But, yeah. So, of course, our cockpit here, it is stable, so it is a part of the main build, so it does not move. It does fit one minifigure. I think in the the pictures, they represent Ahsoka in here. So she fits in there very nicely. She is one of the bigger of the minifigures. I will say that's probably the first inaccuracy for the actual set itself. Quite often you see either Ahsoka and Sabine or Ahsoka and Hugh Yang. So it's kind of unfortunate that you can only get one minifigure in that cockpit. Not sure why LEGO chose to do that. I'm sure it's the scaling and pricing. So next up, you do have the storage compartments. So right here, you can see this is Hugh Yang's little maintenance bundle. So it just has his workbench area as well as a wrench so he can repair the ship as he does in the show. And that just fits nice and tightly there. I also believe that's supposed to be a bunk area, but I'm not really that sure. Turn to the other side, and you have more storage space. And this storage space is meant to keep Ahsoka's lightsabers. So we'll go ahead and throw her lightsabers in there. And it closes up real nicely after that. Take a look at the back side of the ship here. We do have thrust and the engines, as well as the rear turret, which is accurate to the show and how it's represented, as well as the rear blasters here. So we turn the ship upside down for a moment, and we do get this very, very nice landing gear. So this folds out, and that helps stabilize the ship while you have it on display. While we're looking at the bottom of the ship here, you can see that there is no detailing on the bottom side of the wings. So on the top side, you get this really nice color scheme, the arrows, and it just looks fantastic. It really just matches what's in the show. You just turn it upside down, and you don't really get anything. So that kind of makes it hard to display this in any other way outside of just like this. I know some people might display it maybe like that, where you can turn the ship itself and have it on a stand or something. But that is kind of a disappointment. It does take a lot of shelf space when it's like this, so it is what it is. Next up I want to say is that for a playset that spins, there's no good place to hold this. You can hold the front, I guess maybe because I got bigger hands, but when you hold it, you can't really turn it that well. So I mean, when you hold the rear side of the ship just right, you can spin it. But I mean, even then, you still hit your hand. Oh, and then a piece broke off. So that's a major complaint for me, is that you, even when you're playing with it, you know, like I said, this is a play set. I'm not saying I play with my sets. But that spinning motion is it's very smooth nonetheless, but it is hard to spin. So like I'm 25, so maybe that's just me, and my hands are a little bigger. So, but yeah, I'm trying to find a good place to show you guys that it does spin. But yeah, probably just ruined all those camera angles. So that's really all there is to see on the set itself. Like, as you can see, it is a very good build. It was fun to build. I mean, there wasn't anything too complicated. So this is an easier set for beginners, maybe, if they really enjoyed the show. I give the set itself maybe a 7 out of 10. I mean, it is a great set nonetheless. It's a great set, but still, it's about a 7 out of 10 for the build, and maybe an 8 out of 10 for the actual figures itself. Just minor discrepancies, kind of like the arm printing for Sabine here, as well as maybe some arm printing for Hugh Yang. So I think Lego is doing great things with minifigures, and it shows. But I feel like a consistency across the board with minifigures. I mean, you gave Ahsoka arm printing, and I get she is the highlight of the set. You could have just kind of gone that a little extra step and given the brand new Sabine that same kind of dedication, since she is in almost every single episode of the show as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. And if you do, go ahead and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.